Hey there, culinary adventurers. Welcome to another exciting episode where we dive deep into the world of fresh, home-cooked fish feasts. Guy Fieri here, ready to guide you on a delicious journey to master the art of filleting fish at home. Whether you're a seasoned angler or a newbie, I've got tips and tricks that will make you a pro in no time. Nothing beats the fresh, clean taste of fish, especially when you've reeled it in yourself. The satisfaction of catching your own dinner is unparalleled. But between the catch and the plate lies a skill some might call intimidating: filleting. It's a crucial step that can make or break your dish. Fear not, fish fans. It's way easier than wrestling an alligator, I promise. With a sharp knife and a bit of practice, you'll be filleting like a chef. With a few simple steps and my expert tips, you'll be transforming those slippery catches into restaurant-quality fillets in no time. From removing the scales to slicing the perfect fillet, I'll walk you through it all. Get ready to impress your friends and family with your newfound culinary prowess. Imagine their faces when you serve up a dish that looks and tastes like it came from a five-star restaurant. We're talking flaky, flavorful masterpieces cooked to perfection, the kind of dishes that make you the star of any gathering. Imagine pan-seared salmon with crispy skin, golden and delicious, grilled tuna steaks bursting with flavor, juicy and tender, or even delicate fish tacos that'll transport you straight to a beachside cantina. The possibilities are endless when you master the art of filleting. Are you hungry yet? Let's get filleting. Grab your knives and let's turn those fresh catches into culinary masterpieces. Before we dive into the action, let's gather our trusty tools. Don't worry, we're not talking about a whole arsenal here. Just a few essentials to make filleting a breeze. First up, you'll need a good filleting knife. Look for one with a thin, flexible blade. It'll glide through the fish like butter. A sharp knife is a safe knife, so make sure yours is up to the task. Next, grab a cutting board. A sturdy plastic one is ideal, as it's easy to clean and won't dull your knife. Finally, a pair of kitchen shears will come in handy for trimming fins and removing any stubborn bones. And there you have it. With these simple tools at your disposal, you're well on your way to filleting like a pro. Now that we're all geared up, let's get down to business. First things first, make sure your fish is nice and clean. Rinse it under cold water and pat it dry with paper towels. Now find a comfortable workspace with good lighting. We want to see what we're doing. Place your fish on the cutting board with its belly facing you. Using your kitchen shears, carefully trim off the fins along the top and bottom of the fish. Now for the fun part. Hold the fish firmly by the tail and starting near the head, make a shallow cut just behind the gills. This is where that flexible filleting knife comes in handy. Keeping the blade close to the backbone, gently slice through the fish, following the natural curve of its body. Think of it like you're unzipping the fish. Section 4. Head first. Conquering the first fillet. Filleting a fish might seem daunting at first, but with a bit of guidance and practice, you'll be able to master this essential skill. Let's dive in and conquer your first fillet together. As you reach the rib cage, you'll feel a bit of resistance. This is completely normal and nothing to worry about. The key here is to maintain a steady hand and let the knife do the work. Don't worry, that's just the ribs. With a little patience, you'll get through it smoothly. Keep the blade flat against the bones and continue slicing all the way to the tail. This technique ensures that you get the maximum amount of meat from the fish, leaving very little waste. Once you've reached the end, gently pull the fillet away from the carcass. Take your time to make sure you don't leave any meat behind. Congratulations, you've just removed your first fillet. It's a moment to be proud of, and it only gets easier from here. Now, flip the fish over and repeat the process on the other side. Remember, practice makes perfect, and each fillet will be better than the last. Remember to keep your knife close to the backbone to maximize your yield. This will ensure that you get the most out of your fish, making your efforts worthwhile. Once you've removed both fillets, you'll be left with the fish carcass. But don't be too quick to discard it. Don't toss it out just yet. The carcass is full of flavor and can be used to make a delicious fish stock. It's perfect for making a flavorful fish stock. Simply add some vegetables and herbs and let it simmer to create a rich base for soups and sauces. But for now, let's focus on those beautiful fillets. They are the star of the show and can be prepared in countless delicious ways. See? I told you it wasn't rocket surgery. With a bit of practice, you'll be filleting fish with ease and confidence. With a little practice, you'll be filleting fish like a seasoned chef in no time. So, keep practicing and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Section 5. Skinning Secrets, Smooth Moves for a Perfect Fillet. Now that you've mastered the art of filleting, let's talk about skinning. Skinning a fish fillet can seem daunting at first, but with a few simple techniques, you'll be able to do it with ease and precision. Some folks prefer to leave the skin on for added flavor and texture, especially when grilling or pan searing. The skin can help keep the fillet intact and add a delightful crispiness. But if you're aiming for a more refined presentation, skinning is the way to go. Removing the skin can also make the fish easier to eat, especially for those who might be put off by the texture. Place your fillet skin side down on the cutting board. This position gives you the best leverage and control over the fillet. Starting at the tail end, make a small cut through the skin, just deep enough to separate it from the flesh. This initial cut is crucial as it sets the stage for the rest of the skinning process. Now, hold the skin firmly with one hand, and using your filleting knife, gently slice between the skin and the flesh, keeping the blade as flat as possible. The key here is to use a smooth, steady motion to avoid tearing the skin or leaving too much flesh attached. Think of it like you're peeling a banana. Smooth and steady wins the race. Just as you wouldn't rush peeling a banana, take your time with the fish to ensure a clean separation. If the skin tears, don't sweat it. It's a common occurrence, especially when you're just starting out. Just reposition your knife and keep going. The important thing is to maintain your confidence and keep your movements controlled. Once you've removed the skin, give your fillets a final rinse under cold water and pat them dry. This step ensures that any remaining scales or bits of skin are washed away, leaving you with a pristine fillet. Now, they're ready for culinary greatness. Whether you're planning to grill, bake, or pan sear, your perfectly skinned fillets will be the star of any dish. Section 6. Bon appetit. Avoiding fishy filleting fails. Like any new skill, filleting fish has its quirks. But fear not, my friends, I'm here to share some insider tips to help you avoid common pitfalls and achieve filleting finesse. First and foremost, remember, a sharp knife is your best friend. A dull knife will slip and slide, making the process frustrating and potentially dangerous. So, keep that blade honed and ready for action. Second, don't be afraid to get handsy. Holding the fish firmly will give you better control and prevent any unwanted slippage. And finally, practice makes perfect. Don't expect to become a filleting master overnight. Start with smaller, easier-to-handle fish and work your way up to the big leagues. Remember, even the most experienced chefs had to start somewhere. Section 7. Cast away fear, reel in flavor. So there you have it, folks. Filleting fish doesn't have to be a daunting task. With the right tools, a dash of confidence, and a sprinkle of Guy Fieri flair, you'll be impressing your taste buds and wowing your dinner guests in no time. Now go forth and conquer those fillets. Experiment with different types of fish, try new recipes, and most importantly, have fun with it. Remember, the kitchen is your playground, and the possibilities are endless. Get out there, catch some fresh fish, and let's get cooking. Please like and subscribe for more fish filleting tips.